Why'd we take this trade? Go, 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 keep going. Let's get situated here. Well, I like it, but I got chopped around in the open. This is an ugly, ugly open right here. No doubt about it. Let's take a look at this main screen here. Choppy, choppy, and then it decided to. I like what it's doing on the exponential higher time chart myself. I like this. I got chopped around. Look, the pintails are going this way, and now they're going this way. So that seems to be a change of direction. Bouncing off the trend lines, moving averages have crossed over one another, and then we got a stronger move up. Does that guarantee anything? No, it doesn't.
Target filled.
Hit my target? Yeah. Good. I'll take it. I'll take it. I needed that. I need to get my confidence back up. I wish I was paying attention. I would have went to break even on that. Because that's moving, cooking now. Cooking, cooking, cooking. Cooking, cooking. Ah. Oh, let me just see what would have happened if I would have just stayed put. It's going to be interesting to see. Oh, I needed that trade bad. Yes. I needed that trade bad. Man, I love it when I'm not even paying attention and it hits target. But I want to go back over why I took the trade, so I'll get that on the video here. Okay. You really have to look at the exponentials to see it. Trading exponentially, higher time chart, 10 times greater than the one you're executing on. So what was it, the 10,000 tick chart or the 5,000 tick chart? I think I had the 10,000 tick chart on the left side and then the 500 tick chart to execute over here on the right side. And like I said, I was just noticing price action. This failure to sell off becomes strength to go up. And you see the moving averages were starting to cross up. Failure to sell past the two trend lines, bouncing strong. It just looked like a reversal, and it was. That is really, I am enjoying the fact that I called that I saw that and I executed. I'm just, the rest of the day is going to be just, I love it. Okay. Because you get so many failures. And by the way, my new slogan is, where's it at here? Get this on the video too while we're at it. Lose as many good trades as possible. I'm losing too many bad trades. And I've decided to change my thinking to losing good trades is a good thing. So I want to take only good trades. That's actually losing good trades. It's keeping me thinking about taking good trades. I don't know how to explain it. It's helping me. And then all my other strategies, Fibonacci strategies, pivot strategies, support and resistance, trend lines, you name it, have to be going in the direction of the trend. I've been taking too many like Fibonacci trades just because I see a larger Fibonacci setup that's going against the trend. If the trend's reversed and going down, and I'm looking at a bounce off a Fibonacci level to go up, that has been a problem for me. Because if the trend keeps going down and I'm still trying to bounce, I shouldn't be doing that. Look for Fibonacci's going in the direction that your trading trend is flowing. So this is huge, 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 huge. Also, if my higher time chart breaks, stop trying to take other kinds of trades. I need to focus on my one strategy that I got, because I can still use Fibonacci, pivot levels, scalping techniques, you name it. I could still use all of those extra trading setups in the direction of the trend. So it's not like I'm limited to one type of trading, which is, I didn't want to do that. And that's been holding me back. But they all got to coordinate. And that's a big revelation for me right now, coordinating the direction. Really curious to see if I should just get back in this thing. I'm so happy that I had that winner. Well, you know what? Lose as many good trades as possible. So let's take another good trade. I'm trying to look and see if duplicate scene. Yeah, let's do duplicate scene. That's what I want to see. I don't like how it's higher. It's breaking out. So technically you could say, oh, this is a good momentum trade. And it is. And I would be on break even right now, letting this thing just run. But I took a 1-to-1 because it happened so quick. I wasn't looking. It hit my target, and I was like, oh, wow, that's good. I'm glad I hit the 1-to-1, but it's about to hit 2-to-1, and I'm just, my thing is to break even and let it run. Let it run. And here we had a decent little breakout trade. Consolidation right at the point of where these levels are. That was a great momentum trade. I should have took that. And there's all kinds of little things I should be getting back into. I'm just grateful that I got a good winner today, man. I needed that. So let's go ahead and figure out what's my next move. Call it a day or just try to get back in. I wanted to pull back if I'm going to get back in it. Or you could just start taking trend line breaks. Red bar ignored. Any trend line break, red bar ignored. If it's going to keep running, you got to get in it. Keep the risk minimal and catch a bounce. Maybe if it pulls back to the trend line, reduce my risk. I don't want to take a breakout trade necessarily, but there's some really good opportunities right here. It's almost at 2-to-1. If I would have held it, I probably would get out right now, but I'm trying to just hold. It don't get out. You don't know how far something's going to run, man. You just don't know. You have no clue how far something's there. It went right through my 2-to-1. 2-to-1. Now it's at a pivot level high on the day chart. Take a look at that. Yeah, it's breaking back up over the overnight highs, which is that line it's at now. Right on through it like nobody's business, man. Okay. If I wasn't in such a rebound mode of having a drawdown and now I had a winner and I'm just excited about my winner, I really wish I'd have just stayed in that trade. It hit my target too quick. I know I would have stayed in this trade. I know I would have. I wasn't paying attention and it went right up to it. Right here. Wow, it's way down here. Went right up to my target. So quick. I wasn't even looking at the screen. Because I'm trying to get to where, I will get my trade going and I won't even look at the screen. I don't even want to look at the screen. And that's what I did, and it hit. And yeah, this is a simulator right now. I had a drawdown, so I've got to get my confidence back up. And I think that's a smart thing and a professional thing and a wise thing to do. Have some winners and then switch back over to the not the eval, but the paid accounts for Apex. And I think I'm ready to switch now, really, to be honest with you. So let's switch it up. Yeah, it's probably a good time to switch it. I'm okay. Today looks really good. Okay, let's switch it up to the paid account now. Well, what is my plan when it just runs like this? If I think it's going to keep going, find a really cheap red bar ignored strategy. Any red bar ignored. Any red bar that's ignored. Any red bar that's ignored. Any red bars that are ignored is your setup. With that day chart, let's take a look at this. I mean, you don't know how high it's going to go. You have no idea. It's hitting a structure over here from about 5 days ago. Not yet. We could get an opportunity for a pullback if it hits that right there. Where are we at? Yeah, right there at 3-to-1 return if I would have stayed in. 3-to-1 return. It's right up there at that level. And it's a structure. Let's see if what it does, how it reacts. And I mean, a nice pullback would be great. And the pullback area looks like wow, look at that thing go. It's almost at that structure. I'd like it to come back and test these pivot levels from a couple days ago, and then yesterday's highs right way down here. If it could do something, pull back, make another run up would be great. Look for a trend line break. Sometimes when it gets up here, the first trend line does not work. Looking for a trend line break. It doesn't always work on the first one, but after a run like that, but it might. 500 tick chart, exponential charts are 5,000. Make sure. If it's all right, as if everything stays bullish, we will be getting into it. We will. The question is, trend line break, close back above the moving averages after some type of Fibonacci level. But as long as the exponential time chart, the 5,000, the 5-minute, the 5,000, they stay bullish, then I'm definitely going to look for my setup chart, my 500 tick chart, or whatever I'm using. Sometimes it's 1,000. Here's the 1,000 tick chart. Sometimes it's a minute. Minute charts do good too. Okay, so we have a breakout. I'm gonna
order filled.
Try it. My stop is under the red bar. I'm not gonna have the pivot level. If this is a strong move, like I said, sometimes the first trend line break doesn't work.
Stop filled.
It didn't. But it's bouncing off of it again. I'll give it I'm only going to give it, I'm not going to keep taking every single one, giving back everything that I got on this thing. Let it do a pull back to this line here. Maybe this would be a good place to see a trend line break. That's the pivot level on the day chart. Test it. Broke right down quickly. I didn't have to worry about it now. Good. I'm kind of glad it failed quick so I didn't have to get tempted on that. Kind of glad that failed quick. Sometimes these other trend lines serve as support. Come on down to this level here. Yeah, touch that level right there for me. And let's get a trend line break off of that somehow. Which trend line do I use? This one's not good anymore. And see, I like it bouncing off that area, but I don't have a good, and it's still trending down. I could just simply have it didn't touch it. I could have just simply went green bar over red, 3-bar reversal. Could have tried it didn't hit it. I like it to sweep, or I like it to touch it or something. And that's what kept me from, I will take those kinds of trades. I will take those. All right, here's a trend line. Let's see what's going to happen here. Am I going to be able to get in? Red bar ignored. Test something. Give me something other than just a straight up movement.
Order filled.
Dang it. I hate it when it goes that quick. All right, I'm going to try just under the moving averages here. Just under the, if it falls back that far, I'm just going to take a break and just go back to the simulator, I guess. See what happens here. Come on, get up there, Bubba. I'll do 2-to-1 on this if it makes it. If it knocks me out, then it's just choppy sideways. I can't keep forcing a trade here. So I'll give it one more try. There's 1-to-1. I could go break even right now. Stop losses in. There's really nothing. I mean, I could go do dishes right now. My trade is in, and I like that. Staring at this thing is nerve-wracking sometimes. I like to just take a trade and walk away from the computer because it's set. Whatever's going to happen is set. Now I can go to break even. Maybe it's already going back up twice. I'm going to go to break even on this thing. Go up and hit that target up there. Did I go to break even too quick? Go on up there, hit my target. Go, 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 go. Maybe I should not let it go past it. I'm moving. I'm going to try to follow it this time. Okay, I'm moving my stop up a little bit under these pintails down here. I got to get better at holding winners. Hold that winner, buddy. If it pushes past, right up through there, that'd be interesting. I'm already in the green. That's okay. If it comes against me, I'm okay. My psychology, emotional control, patience, trailing it, it's all working. This is all what I need to do to master my trading. This is what I need to do to get payouts. This is what I need to do. Am I going to hold it? If it hits, it's going to hit it. Hit it, buddy. Hit it. Hit it. It hit it. It's going through it. Trail candle by candle. Trail candle by candle. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Stop filled.
All right, great. So that's better than hitting the target 1-to-1. I mean, it's better than, I got a little bit more. I almost got 2.5 instead of just having my target right at that pivot level, seeing how fast it's going to go. And I could still hold it. I could probably have went to 1-to-1 and locked in this pivot level here. That's another consideration. That's another consideration. But I am green in my real money accounts. Good. 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 Confidence is kicking. All right. This is good. This is a good day. Oh, needed a good day. Now, if I would have just held my very first trade way down here, I would be at 1, 2, 3 plus our return. It would already be, I don't even know how much I'd be up. Let's see this. $150? Oh gosh, that's times 3. $400. Okay, on one micro. On one micro. So yeah. And it's still going. I wish I didn't get out. I know I would probably be trailing this at least on some of these pivot levels. And I probably would go here. This one right up there. My stop would probably be on this pivot level here, because that's a pivot level from a couple of days ago, and it bounced right off of it, and that's where my stop would be at 2-to-1 return, which is $260. And all I've made is $45 on my real money account and $130 on the simulator. That's close. That's close. All right, so here we go. It hit that pivot level. It looked like it wanted to keep going. We trailed it candle by candle and squeezed a little bit more profit out of it, but here it comes falling back down below that daily pivot level structure. So what we have is 2 different pivot levels it could bounce around between. Let's make this one super large to see. Keep an eye on it. And this one down here is another one. So we got this whole area right here to see what's going to happen. The exponential chart is pulling back to one of the EMAs, but still looks expansive and momentous. But you kind of want it to pull back to the 20 EMA. You kind of want it to pull back a little bit here. You kind of want this thing to, yeah, I kind of want to see it maybe even pull in between the 20 and the 50, down in this area. As long as they don't cross over, that's a good pullback. That's a good pullback. Let's see what it's doing though. It's above, this is another setup. Trend line break, moving averages are lined up. You got your red bar, test the trend line. You got the moving averages. It closed above all the moving averages. Trend line break, moving averages, consolidation, red bar. Will it? Yep, there it goes. I'm too busy talking. That's okay. I need to get this on the video when I rewatch it to get my mind just solidified on how I'm trading. This is how I like to trade. So let's just mental trade this thing. And then I would have took the trade right there. On the breakout over the top, or sometimes I'll just take it on the pintail when it comes back down and test that trend line and moving average. I get a better price, and I do it often when I have confidence that you just, once it tests into the moving averages and the trend line, it starts to go back up, jump on it down here instead of waiting for the breakout. That's a lot of room to get a better price. It's riskier though. It is riskier because you don't know if it's going to keep going down. But once it reverses and starts heading up, your risk is really limited to literally the bottom of that pintail. If you get here, you got that much risk instead of that much risk. That's another way I like to do it. So it's trying to climb up over the top of this structure from a couple of days ago. Any of these little quick little niblets here would be a good trade for a very small, cheap trade. Cheap trades, that's what I should try to do then. A cheap trade in the direction of the trend is how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to take cheap trades that are falling so far down that the trend has changed. But a cheap trade in the direction that I'm going on my exponential charts, everything's going up. This is the cheap trade I want to take. Get this in your mind when you watch this video. Stop trying to take cheap trades when the market is crashing and going opposite of what unless you're going short, of course. But so there was a couple of good cheap trades here based on the trend line break, the moving average, testing all those, and then coming back up here to this important structure where it barely went below it. Cheap trade turns green. You might have had this much risk if you got in up here. But we hit 1-to-1 on that trade that I did not take. It finally hit 1-to-1. And there's another cheap trade opportunity. There it goes, right back up too. Once it comes down to the line, to the moving average, that's two things. It touches it, it starts going back up. Jump on it, limited risk, and there you go. 2-to-1, 3-to-1. Cheap trades in the direction of the trend are acceptable in my playbook. I've crossed out all the cheap trading when I'm not going in the direction of my trend. I'm not going to do it anymore. All right, would have been stopped out if it didn't take the 1-to-1 or move stop to break even. A couple of good cheap trades that were involved in there, which would have been successful, and could have traded those on a separate account. I got like 7 paid accounts. That's what I need to do, actually. Switch accounts and take those cheap trades. Now, this is looking bearish, but it's only looking bearish on my lower time chart. I cannot flip the script and go bearish until I have agreement on my exponential charts. All it's doing right now is just testing the trend line here. I'm sorry, the moving average. If it closes below, if they start pointing down, it's more interesting. But once they cross, it's highly interesting, because then I have an exponential chart set up where a higher time chart and a lower time chart are both agreeing in the same direction. Now the 5-minute chart is still very, very bullish. So, you know, but as long as my exponential charts are going in the same direction, I will ignore, you know, the 5. But I like everything to be agreeing. Everything agrees, you got a higher chance. If everything agrees, you got a higher chance. So I really like the 5-minute, 15-minute exponential charts. Everything to say, yes, this is the direction. What do we got here? What we have is it dancing around this very important structure level. The thing is, it's giving us some support down here. A higher low. It's got a lower high right here, though. So really, the breakout area is going to be, I would say, that trend line right there is important. And if it were to break out and come back and test both the trend line and the line and start to head up, that's the area of the buy for me. The best. I mean, we got a cheap trade right here on this pintail. If I wanted. We got a red bar ignored, though. A consolidation red bar. It could explode up here. There it goes. Oh, wow. In your face. Right in your face. So this tells me just chill. No, after that, I'm going to chill. If I would have got stopped out on that. If I took the red bar ignored setup after the test. I don't know. It just depends on where I put my stop. Because technically, I don't like that price action, but technically we see that all the time with the NQ. It shouldn't surprise us to see that. It just spooks you sometimes. It's right back up. The moving averages haven't crossed over. It's trending up. So it's you know, freaky thing when it does that, but it's not the end of the world. Exponential time chart over here is still holding its fastest moving average, the 10. This is a good, you know, it's very bullish, very bullish. And there's another red bar ignored setup here, but look at that. Something's going on up there. It's smacking that price down. Again, on the, you know, yeah, it happens all the time, but somebody's selling up here. I don't use Bookmap or anything, but you don't need, look, you can look at the candles. The candles tell you what's going on. I respect everybody that uses volume, though. Let them use it. It's beautiful. But the candles will tell you that something's going on up there. I don't need to see a big red seller sitting there. Something's going on up there. And that tells me just to be careful. Once it blows past it, so I couldn't take a trade until it proved that it wants to get past this area right here. I even if it starts to head up and look good, I can't I would like it to go up and then use that area as support. Then I'd be highly interested in it. See, something's selling it right there. Something's selling it. The candles tell you what's going on. Okay, so this could consolidate for hours. It could consolidate for hours. And I'm not going to take any trades unless it breaks above this part here and tests it. And I'm not going to short anything unless I had agreement on my higher time charts where they're starting to cross over and it looks like it wants to push. I can't short, can't buy. The only thing I can do is try to take cheap trades in the extreme levels. That's it. That's all I can do on this. And quite frankly, I'm going to end the live stream because I'm happy with the results today. And it's been an hour of trading, and I don't feel like trading it right now. So if somebody's out there, God bless you. I'll see you next time. Come back and join us, subscribe, hit the bell, make a comment.